welcome to this advanced slow yoga class. Join me in Shavasana. Eyes closed, palms open to the ceiling, making sure you're comfortable here. We start by taking a nice slow breath in. And exhale slowly through the mouth. Now in through nose and mouth, but nice and long with those breaths, completely unrushed. Feel your upper body inflate and deflate. Next time, hold at the top. And letting go whenever you're ready. And have your right knee in. And guide it to the left side. Head to the right. Right hip only as far to the left as is comfortable. Release to hug your left knee in, stretching into the glute. Guide the left knee over to the right side, twist. And onto the back again. We bring the feet together and pull them in. Knees push out. Make sure the back is comfortable here, a bit of rocking from side to side. Into Malasana from here. Remember, for the remainder of the class, all breaths are going to go right into the stomach. We won't stop short of the diaphragmatic breath, always using the whole of the lung apparatus. Stomach expands every time you inhale, contracts every time you exhale. We point the fingers and toes towards the ceiling and start moving into fingers, toes, wrists and ankles. From here, arms next to the head, send your legs to the back. Feet don't have to touch the ground. Could, but they don't have to. And you rock up into the boat. Legs straight or bent or even, toes on the ground. Palms open to the ceiling, shoulders relaxed, look up. Legs even higher if you want. And then from here all the way down until they're hovering over the ground. And from here into Malasana, feet apart, hands to the heart center, we look up. Hands to the ground, push yourself up, roll up through the spine. Take your time. And come to stand, roll your shoulders to the back. And then feet together, hands into fists, thumbs inside, arms go to the front and all the way to the back, drawing circles with the wrists as well as the shoulders and the arms. So from the hands all the way to the shoulders, we're moving. And then slow it down so that you can add another movement of your breath. Inhaling as you go to the front and out, and exhaling as you go to the back. Now inhale as you rise onto your tiptoes or just raise the heels off the ground. Exhale as you come down. forwards. Maybe bending one leg and then the other, getting a little bit more comfortable here. Warmer in the backs of the legs, so don't feel you need to overdo this. Legs can stay bent. Inhale and step your right foot to the back, and on an exhale, drop your knee to the ground. And let yourself sink down into Anjaney. Arms could go up, but for the first one, you want the hands on the ground. That's obviously completely fine. Bring the hands to the ground and push the hips to the back, stretching into the left leg. We could stay here, we could go further, we could also release the hands and send them to the back. And then from here back to the front, stepping into a plank. For the first one, you could bring your knees to the ground. In fact, for the second one, you can as well. I am not prescriptive. Knees, chest, chin to the ground. Little bend here in the arms and in the back. And then drop your hips and raise the chest. Still bending the arms, almost straightening them. Push the elbows into your side, and slide your shoulders down. You could be much lower, of course. And tuck your toes under, hips go up. Heels walk into the mat, unless you're already warm, like me, and then both heels can push down. Don't absolutely seek that connection of the heels on the ground. It's really not important. Now inhale, raise your right leg, and as you exhale, flex your foot and drop the heel. We raise the right hand if we want, pulling that foot further in. And the right hand down, step your foot to the front, breathe in, raise your right arm. Release and step to the front. Inhale and rise. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Breathe in, arms go up. Breathe out, fold forwards. Inhale, step your left foot to the back, and then exhale, drop hips and knee, and either hands on the ground or up into the full Anjaney. Release and step into a plank. And knees are welcome on the ground, but could also stay off the ground if you come into a full Chaturanga. Upward dog from here. Legs could be off the ground, but if you're struggling a bit with that, if you want to take it easy, that's also fine. Push your hips up. And then both heels press down, shoulders press to the back, lengthening the arms as they push up. And raise the left leg and drop the heel to the butt. Left hand might go up and hold on to the left ankle. Maybe it doesn't. Left hand down, step to the front, left arm up. And release, stepping into a forward fold. Breathe in, come up. And breathe out, hands to the heart center. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, fold forwards. Hands under your feet, dropping further and further down. And that's not the head guiding the way, but we're sort of tipping down from the hip as you're pressing your tailbone up towards the ceiling. The belly comes closer to the thighs. Releasing. Bringing the hands to the shins. Weight is not on the heels. You might raise them a little bit and then come back down. Breathe in, step your right foot to the back, and as you exhale, drop your right knee. I forgot on the other side. Oh my god. You're probably thinking, what is she doing? Okay, well on this side now, on the right, because we've done it before, we're not going to go into Ardha Hanuman, but we'll hold in Anjaney. Then on the left side we will from here into a plank, maybe is immediately into the low plank, and upward dog from here. Up. And this time we might jump to the front, inhaling as we come up, exhaling, Anjaney Mudra. Inhale, arms up, exhale, fold forwards, inhale, left foot to the back, and exhale, sinking the hips down, coming into Anjaney. Now from here, hands down, push to the back, straightening the right leg. Hands can stay on the ground, you can also stay higher of course, all depends on how that right hamstring feels, and you could send the arms to the back as well. Ah. Slowly stepping from here into Chaturanga, or first a plank, whatever works better for you. And we arch an upward dog. We release our legs to the ground, bring the knees apart and the feet up, potentially walking the hands further forwards. And then foot towards the head and head towards the feet. From here, toes tuck under, push yourself up into Malasana, mountain pose or downward dog. And we step or jump to the front. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, hands to the heart center. Breathe in, arms go up. Breathe out, fold forwards. Inhale, right foot to the back. Exhale, drop your knee. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, sinking a little bit lower here. On an in-breath, maybe a little arch. As you exhale, push the hips back, straighten your left leg. Inhale, Anjaney. Exhale, Ardha Hanuman. One more time. From here, right hand down, left arm up. Send the left foot to the right foot and push the knees far apart. From here, leg up, and chest could be on the ground but can be off the ground. Elbows in. Inhale and arch, and coming into cobra, so crucially slight bend in the arms and your pubic bone in touch with the ground. Tuck your toes under, push the hips up, raise your right leg and step to the front, arms up, Ashwasanachalan. We hold this and close the eyes. Into warrior 3 from here. I don't have space for the arms coming to the front. You feel free to bring the arms to the front or the hands to the heart center. And come to standing. Arms high, we breathe in. And we exhale, bring the hands to the heart center. Inhale, arms go up. And exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, left foot to the back, and as you exhale, sink the hips down. On your inhale, arms go up. Hips are low and stay low as you come into a back bend, and then into Ardha Hanuman, a half Hanuman. Which I always think sounds scary, it's half of a person. And 2 more flowing movements like that. Inhaling into Anjaney and exhaling into Ardha Hanuman. One more time. Left hand to the ground, right arm up. Right hip still pushes down. And then it goes up. And the feet together and the knees far apart. Breathe in. And as you exhale, right hand down, right leg up. We drop down and hover or bring the chest and chin to the ground. Inhaling, coming into Bhujanga. And exhale, push your hips up, drop the head. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step to the front, breathing in into a high lunge. Real literal translation, horse that is moving. Close the eyes here. If you can. And with the eyes open, make your way to warrior 3. Inhaling, come to standing Utkatasana, and exhale, hands to the heart center. Breathe in, raise your arms. Breathe out, fold forwards. Inhale, drop your hips, arms go up. Exhale, sinking lower. Coming further down if you want, so this is entirely optional. From here, jump into Chaturanga. And drop your hips, raise the chest. Push up from here into Pranam. And drop your knees and push your hips to the back. Relax your shoulders, your arms. raise the arms. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, bring the hands to the heart center. Observe your heartbeat as much as you observe your breath. It might help to close the eyes. Keep the awareness of your breath as you inhale and raise the arms. Going deeper into the back bend on your next inhale. And exhale, coming forwards. Breathing in, look to the front. Breathe out, Chaturanga. Inhale and arch. Exhale, hips go up. Breathe in, right leg goes up. Breathe out, flex your foot, drop the heel. Inhale, right arm, right hand around the ankle if you want, right arm up is enough as well. Right arm goes up and we step the right foot to the front, looking up, maybe finding. Now let's hold this a little bit longer. So make sure that where you're now is comfortable and you can hold, and nothing needs to change. Feel your breath. That's why we're here. To listen to the pranic response and everything it tells us. Release your left hand, release your left knee, raise your left foot and reach for it with your right hand. And release, hands to the ground. Into Chaturanga, and then bending the legs, keeping the elbows off the ground. Push yourself to the back and into child's pose. Inhale, come up. And exhale, hands to the heart center. Breathe in and arch. And breathe out, fold forwards. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale and arch. And exhale, push up. Breathe in, the left leg goes up. Breathe out, plant in the way. Flex the foot, drop the heel. The left hand could go around that left ankle. Left arm up, left foot to the front. Twisting and maybe staying here, maybe deepening. So you can bring that right hand around the left wrist and really pull at that left wrist so that the left arm is long. Could look to the back, could look up. Breath is one of those things that doesn't lie to us. So listening to it can tell us a lot about our state of mind, about the state of the body, and here about the posture. Release your right hand, release your right knee, raise the right foot to reach for it with your left hand. And release. Hands to the ground, Chaturanga. And then from here, knees off the ground, elbows or just the hands on the ground. Push yourself to the back until the knees come down and you come into child's pose. We slowly come up, stepping or jumping the feet towards the hands, to the outside of the hands. I should have said hands walk back behind the feet. We drop our hips, elbows under the knees, so that we can slowly shift our weight into just the hands. Plant in the way again. But yeah, we could straighten the legs all the way here. Straighten the arms. Just play around a little bit here. If you're here, that's fine as well. Just shifting your weight forwards and back. And slowly release your buttocks to the ground. Give your hands a little shake. And then come onto your back. Hugging the knees in. Rocking from side to side. Legs to the back again, as before. Maybe deepening. See what might be nice for you. There's lots of options here. One option would be just Ardha, if it's all a bit much. If that's just your favorite. Sometimes there doesn't need to be a reason. Sometimes just you let your body decide. You want to come with me, arms around the legs as the knees rest against the forehead. And legs up towards the ceiling. And close the eyes here. And we try an unsupported shoulder stand. And then slowly release your feet to the ground, hips stay high. You come to Tittibhasana. Hands could be underneath your hips. And then we straighten the legs. If you've got a block, you could bring it underneath you. If you want to, you can remove the hand as well. As the buttocks come down, your forearms come to the ground. We drop the head to the back. You may raise the legs. You may drop the crown of the head to the ground and raise the arms. The legs and hands could be on the ground as well. The knees in. And coming to a little twist. Knees to the left, head to the right. maybe your left hand. And feel the breath as it comes and goes. You change sides. Left leg could be on top of the right, but doesn't have to be. Just knees drop to the, or at least that left knee drops to the right side. And the head can turn to the left. Feel the movement here. The right hand over both hands. Expansion and collapse. And slowly roll onto the back, hug the knees in, maybe raise the head. And stretch out on the mat, coming into Shavasana. Lying nice and comfortably here, becoming dead weight. One of the many ways to explain what we do in Shavasana, but also the most basic, I suppose, Shavasana meaning the corpse pose. But as you lie here, it's an invitation not just to think about that lifeless body that is nothing without consciousness inside of you and nothing without Shiva, that ghost or spirit that couldn't exist without Shakti, that lifeless body. So they need each other. He needs her as much as she needs him. And while they symbolize the unified field, or the eternal, indestructible energy that is Brahman, whatever you want to call it, this is also about us being made up of exactly that. So as without, so within, and as within, so without. And that makes us part of this wonderful universe. So as you're lying here, if you want to ponder that, you can. Otherwise, you could start becoming aware of the breath. And that lovely way that we can really tune into the breath and feel it more and more, the more we just listen. And then it's hard to imagine that we are sometimes not aware of it. You feel it in the stomach, where there's most of the movement. And we want to feel it there, because that way we know we're engaging the lower part of the lungs, which is of course the larger. We feel the ribcage expand on every inhale and contract on every exhale. Feel the chest rise and fall. And all of that happens so effortlessly, so comfortably. And we're just there to observe. It's a good reminder that sometimes it's okay not to act. There's nothing passive about observing. And sometimes we just wait and see, just like we do right now. Getting used to that rhythm of the breath and anticipating what the next one might be like. Still just feeling it come and go. No guidance necessary. Just the breath that's coming and going. And yes, there'll be thoughts, but if we keep observing the breath, cultivating that interest in the breath, then we're doing everything right. And on the next few exhalations, maybe you want to Be aware of how heavy you can become in the body, how you feel even more strongly all these parts of the body that are touching the ground. And we keep feeling the breath. And then slowly start to guide it. In through the nose, out through the nose. Still in a way that's very comfortable and very natural. But gently manipulating the breath. And as you keep breathing like that, you might hold the breath at the top for a moment or a moment longer. And also hold at the bottom. Of course, not if you're pregnant or if you have hypertension or a heart condition. And then we slowly move into the fingers, toes, hands, feet, arms, legs, and wake the body up. One of the ways we could do this is dropping the knees from side to side. And then slowly coming up to seated. Eyes can stay closed. So we're sitting nice and comfortably and gently moving into the shoulders and into the neck to make sure that all the kinks are out of our body and we're comfortable. And then not mirroring here if your eyes are open. We close off the right nostril with our right thumb to just breathe gentle breaths in and out through the left. And you can go from just feeling the breath to gently guiding it. Going into trying to achieve an equilibrium between Ida and Pingal, those two nadis, those energy channels, the sun, the moon, the left one being the moon energy, the right one being the sun. Both, of course, needed, just like we need both the sun and the moon. We change sides here, so we want to make sure that both nostrils are open. If they're not, hold both nostrils closed after your exhalation. Again, obviously not if you're pregnant and if you know that it's not good for you, it doesn't feel good in your body. But once you've done that, and I'm going at my own rhythm, so just find your rhythm here. Breathe in gently through one nostril and out through the other. In through that same nostril and out through the other. And there's all these lovely things we can do here. We can inhale for the count of 2, hold for the count of 4, exhale for the count of 4. And if that breath hold felt nice, then you could inhale for the count of 2, hold for the count of 8, but really see if that works, and exhale for the count of 4. So that ratio traditionally is in for 1, hold for 4, out for 2. But we want to also test if that works for us and really keep doing what we've done all along, which is listening to that breath. And if we're gently manipulating it, we're doing it in a way that works for us, that doesn't feel alien to the body. We finish that round that we're on. And I say I am already done with my round. And just spend a little bit of time here again observing the breath and feeling both nostrils, maybe one more than the other. And then rub your hands together and hopefully warm hands. Place the palms over your face. Open the eyes if they were closed. And then bring the hands to your heart center. Thank you and kisses.